went for parole June 17th, 1997. Went in the parole board, 3 minutes, Mr. Carter. How's it going, son? Joint fire count? Yeah, man, I did this. I was spitting him up, trying to game him up. He's like, oh, no, don't worry, man. Parole. Wasn't no enthusiasm, no nothing. But we be so tunnel vision, so distracted. I didn't even see that then until I was in the hole. As soon as I came out, they was waiting for me. They found the gun, shooting at the stop sign. But I was a special case to them because, and y'all can read this, one gun shatters many lives, LA Times.
One gun shatters many lives. Lisa La Perry has no memory of the moment that changed her life. After a night of dancing at the House of Blues, the USC pre-law student was parked in her car chatting on her cellular phone when a small black pistol poked through the partially open driver's window. With an explosion of blood, a bullet crashed through her spinal cord, paralyzing her from the neck down. A week earlier, another slug had torn through the pelvis of a Texas transplant who pulled his auto into a car wash in a Sealy area of Hollywood. He gunned his car and crashed a block away before bleeding to death. 9 months later, a model and actor was shot twice in the chest, died crying for help after he parked his convertible outside a friend's apartment near Westchester. And 16 months after that, someone pumped several rounds into the torso and face of a nightclub security guard in Hollywood, then stole his sidearm.
There was a homicide that happened on July the 4th. And the person who was arrested for this homicide, get that, got him a good lawyer. And the police really knew that they had to find who did this murder. So when they heard about somebody that shot 2 white women in Hollywood, less than 3 blocks away from where that crime happened a week before, July 4th is when that one happened. Thurman Brown was murdered. In July 11th, I shot Lisa LaPierre. So in their technical minds, if that happened right there, he must have known something. But you see, unsolved still, right? But they put the pressure on me. And I was built for the pressure. But at the same time, I thought that I could get them. Because remember when they first came, I had a pack with mama.
Right.
I ain't got no pack now, and I've been playing First 48 for the last 6 years now.
Right.
Who told on me? So I ended up playing the game with them for a minute. But I seen corruption. It seems unbelievable. That's why I see people like, man, they gotta have something on him. People just don't do that. I'm arguing with family members when I'm asking for money for the homie. Y'all don't think that. Cause believe me, by the book, it happens. It happens, cause I'm in the same situation and y'all see one day. Support our people.
That's real talk, that's real talk. So you go do the 10 years, man, go up there, and you say you was locked up with Big WACK 100?
WACK 100.
And you say it was 3 of them in there.
It was 3 WACKs. Now, see, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it was the rapper dude that was pressing me. They all looked alike. They was all buff. I swear. I know it was a WACK though.
Right.
And but I met that WACK. Cause once I come home off my parole, my pops, step pops, my mama husband, his haircut from Crenshaw Mall. We came home. He came home a couple of weeks before me.
Right.
And he had a job hookup or something. I really wasn't knowing what I wanted to do when I got out. But I ended up going with him and got hired at the Gibson Amphitheater, which it was showtime. I didn't know what we was doing. I just know we was some kind of security guards. But that job, I met Obama. I mean, everybody. I'm easier saying who I didn't meet than who I didn't. I was backstage supervisor for many years. And now this right here is what I want to share. Like, I want y'all to really get deep on this one. Like, this is how I didn't go to prison. Remember I talked about communication, woman, growing, telling the truth. Sometimes we got to admit that we need somebody. And I think as a culture, that is our biggest Achilles heel. Is we don't want to feel like we're powerless.
Right.
And that's what it took for me, because I was going through so much, got into drugs. I didn't get home and go straight. I can't lie if I want to help another brother. I slipped and slide. I wasn't smoking no crack or nothing like that though, but the ecstasy got me. And excuses. We have to accept responsibility. And I believe as my generation, because y'all the generation, y'all my big homies, my generation right now has the keys to set that example. That's why I want everybody know there cannot be unnecessary disagreements, because our little babies is watching us and they mimicking what we do.
That's real. That's real talk. That's real talk. So man, after you get out, I seen on the news, the lady said she wanted to try to hook up with you and talk to some kids or whatever, or things like that.
That's where I messed up at, is I was scared. I was not ready for the responsibility of doing what I'm doing now. I just got unscared. Just barely got unscared. Because it don't behold the pale white horse, king. It don't go well for us. But that's why we gotta support each other. I got 57 subscribers and 7,000, no, 5, 10, 3. I got 70,000 friends on all these different Facebook places. I was talking to Skip today. He said something about they messing with numbers or something like that. People are telling me they friending me though, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. But I can tell y'all this, as a man, it was discouraging. It was discouraging. If I got online and said, yo, I know who killed so-and-so or so-and-so, I'm gonna put it out on live tonight. I'd had 1 million followers.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
It's a shame.
It's sad, man. Really
and I struggled and strived. Like I'm saying, this factor here made me not go to prison, because I was gonna go to prison in why I got mad at the state. They took my TV, I almost lost it. And if it wasn't for the older homie Biscuit from 40s sitting me down, we're too quick to turn on each other out here, to ignore one another. Like, I've been in positions to where I just wanted to cry because I can't reach out to a homie based on I know he ain't gonna understand where I'm coming from now because I'm sympathetic and I'm fucking in pain. We're too hard, and this is so soft out here. I was, when homies jumped out of cars and shot you in the face, I would love to raise my kids right now, and y'all ruining it. Because we cannot allow each other to love. That's the hurdle before we can admit that we wrong. Because without the love, it's easier to be hateful, like Bone said in the Bastards.
Yeah. We
gotta do better, yo.
Yeah, we gotta do better. So man, what inspired you to write the book, The Journey of Frank Antoine Lewis? What inspired you to write the book? Did you write that in YA? Did you decide in YA you was gonna start writing books? Or?
Man, everybody that was there with me, even in the halls, I told them in the halls, 93, I'm finna write a book like this Mustard Cody. They gave us Mustard Cody for Christmas. That's where it started, getting that Mustard Cody book and being in placement with his brother. Well, Kerwin, that was big swole dude. And I just seen him on the news when Mustard passed. And like I said, I was talking to him. We were supposed to do something together because I told him I wanted to write a book. And for 4 years, my victim, they started something called Victims Impact Week. Okay. She felt that she wanted to talk to me. And the state wouldn't allow it. Like, she had no rights. That's where that interview came from. They wanted to know how I felt about the woman that I shot coming to confront me at the parole board. They were actually trying to get me to make the program go away. Y'all hear me on this? Why? Because I'm one of the only ones that ain't went back. That victim impact with the perpetrator, it brings a connection. Like when a baby touches the body, the skin contact,
What year would you say they tried to come at you? What year exactly did she die? Do you remember what year?
She died January the 18th, 2018. No, 2008.
2008.
It's 2000. No, my son, 2016.
2016
Yeah.
when she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard something from them, or you just seen yourself on
The
the
homie
news?
brought me the newspaper.
You seen the
Yoda from
newspaper?
Lanes, yeah.
Okay.
He brought me the newspaper, and I went straight to the lawyer on Manchester and Queen.
Right.
Man, I need help.
Hurry up, went to him with the quickness, huh? Like, man, what we gonna do about this here? So they never did come after you about it though, right?
Oh, they did.
They did?
They changed it to murder. They changed it to murder. They did it very quietly and discreet. And I think before I talk, and I hate it was the man that kept me down, bro, mentality.
Right.
Fighting for justice is something like, and this comes from me taking the criminal justice. I got an AA in criminal justice, so I got to like question the police.
Right.
That was my professors,
Right.
judges. And there is a way to amend things, like, and I did this here in Nevada, knocking on doors. They call it canvasser. For 4 years. 4 years, like, I know everybody, Giuliani, Sislak, I've talked to all them, and they inspired us to go knock on the doors for them. So I say this to say, I got to speak to the voters.
Okay.
Y'all hear me though? I voted for Donald Trump. What? Why would you do that? Because I would have an argument if I tried to be president. To say, I don't have no political experience. That asshole didn't have an AA degree like I do.
Right.
So, before you criticize, understand, because there's a electoral college, and my vote for him was a popularist vote that only wanted the country to see who was the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It had nothing to do with that. I just wanted to show that I like the underdog.
Right.
And when Magic Johnson comes to run for president, we can't do him like they did Jesse Jackson, like they did Al Sharpton.
Right.
Y'all have no political experience. I'd never heard that with Trump.
Mm-hmm. Never ever. You making a difference in life right now, right? You making a difference in life by trying to,
It started with her passing. Like, I sat down and cried. I was with this woman that I've spent 10 years with. We got 3 kids. And if the government messing with me, man, y'all gotta leave me alone. Cause I made it all the way to having the keys to the jail. Judge Honeycutt, if you watching this, Torrance Court, I went to jail for a warrant for like registration or something like that on a fluke coming from the stars. And I had my finals that day. No bail warrant. I tried to beg the Lennox sheriffs not to take me. They was gonna work with me too. They like, man, she got a warrant too. We gotta take one. And I'll go ahead and take me. But the warrant was because my baby mom was going to Compton Adult School.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking my classes at the parole office, the adult parole on La Brea, because my teacher was a parole officer there. So he's like, you can come take the classes here for free. The woman who I had a good accord with at the Compton place felt that I abandoned the class and wrote the judge a letter and said that I dropped out. She didn't call me or see. I finished, so when I'm coming before, so I'm in college and about to go to my final today in parole and probation too. I was like, if I don't get an A in parole or probation, sir, it's gonna be because of you. And I was joking with him. He said, give up any opportunity if you're not sitting here lying to me about being a college student, valedictorian, B. We quick to honor homies. Like this little punk in New York that shot the little dude with the 2 kids by him. We quick to honor cats that rebuilt and go against the system. But it's homies out here fighting, not for just me, but if they could do me like this, the homie that I got love for next to me, they could do like this.
No doubt, no doubt.
And we ain't gotta go to war to stop it. That's what I liked it about Trump. So when I write that book and say Trump was the greatest president ever, it's not because he was the great man. It's because he allowed the people to get comfortable like we've been doing for so long. Mm-hmm. They forgot to put the cakes back on. Mm-hmm. And we didn't even take it into consideration. Right. That's why they slipping now and doing what they're doing, because they think they could just hold a homie in jail. A homie. I was a grievance clerk. We could write a letter. I heard the homie Skip though. Skip was fighting, like telling us like we need to do something. But what if we uplifted one? A law degree is all it takes. Right. Cause I 20 times I've been to the Supreme Court. Mm-hmm. I've been before the Supreme Court. I looked. 79% of law students entering law school never seen a judge. Mm. And I've been to the highest court of America in my favor and lost 3 and won them all back. I'm undefeated. I'm like Mayweather. And people got the nerves to talk about me. I love y'all, bro. Everybody. That's on my heart. That's why I be flaming wherever I go. It's not the color that gets you killed, it's the attitude.
That's real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk, man.
That's what we don't understand that. I see it all the time. I get, instead of the mean mugs, like, you ain't from Vegas, huh? Nah, bro, California. We all come from the same struggles and the same depressions. Mm-hmm. But what we didn't see is the Capitol building. That seemed to me like that was a call of truce. Mm-hmm. I've never been able to, kind of on 9/11, because I met one of my favorite white people in my life was a victim of 9/11. So I see that now, even though I was locked up when it happened, I'm deep enough to think and empathize that that's the only time I really felt sorry for that race. Like, damn, that's messed up. Of course, the kids' shootings, but as far as a adult situation, like, they were riding because they homie was Trump was under attack like our homie is. And don't get me twisted, it's the pen can only get it done. And if we had the support with action, we can't just talk about it. We've been talking since 92. Mm-hmm. We can't talk. I've not shot a gun. It's like when I get ready to commit to an action, and that's what we gotta do. I'm gonna tell you what helped me keep me out of prison.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be.